What's going on, everybody? Kyle here from United Soft Wash. I hope you're doing well. Jumping on here, making a quick video today. We're going to talk about washing metal buildings. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, I'm out here on the job site today. You can see we have like medium-sized metal building. Wash a lot of buildings with similar siding as this, guys. So I wanted to talk about a couple things. So every time I get to the job site, guys, I do a pre-job inspection. That entails several things, but one of the big things you do is take pictures of everything. If you see damage, if you see anything that isn't right, you document it. That way you could cover your ass. There's a couple things wrong with this building. The person in charge is aware because I filled them in on what it is, but it's a great opportunity for me to get on here on this YouTube channel and show you guys how improperly washing a building like this can mess it up very easily, guys. So if you're not in the pressure washing industry, you know, this might educate you. If you are in the industry, you probably already know these things, but we'll talk about some stuff. As far as the washing goes, after you do your property protection, like you can see all these metering cans back here and different electrical components, you definitely want to do what you can to bag those or tape them off. That way you don't have water intrusion and have an electrical incident. But once you get to the washing, guys, it's very similar to just washing a house. So naturally, metal buildings like this hold a lot of heat, especially in the summertime. So you want to cool the building down like we've talked about before. With buildings getting very hot like this in the summertime, naturally paint will oxidize. This building is heavily oxidized. But the discoloration right here, guys, if you're not in the pressure washing industry, maybe you just have a dirty building and you're on YouTube trying to get answers. This is all organic. All right, so you got mold, mildew, algae back here. All of this will be neutralized at low pressure with a cleaning agent. The industry standard is sodium hypochlorite. So we buy it in industrial strength. It's diluted down to the right mixture, the right strength to wash a building like this. Most of my washing, I use a surfactant. With metal buildings, I don't really use that much soap, you know. So I pre-wet the building if it's hot, and then I get my sodium hypochlorite solution ready. We're going to be using a downstream injector. So depending on what gallon a minute machine you have, how much hose you have, what chemical injector you're using, and what strength bleach you have, you know, a lot of that's going to dictate what your draw strength is, guys. So we're going to be applying right around, once it hits the surface and it's diluted down, it's going to be around 1 to 1.2% sodium hypochlorite, guys. This isn't that dirty of a building, but be prepared on metal buildings. Sometimes they're a pain in the ass. Sometimes you do have to apply multiple times. So we might apply 2 times back here, but sometimes on really bad buildings, you apply 3 times, you know, before it starts budging. Just don't get tempted and start putting pressure on the building, because I will show you guys what happens. So when I first came out here, I was like, oh great, we had one of them damn $99 guys out here doing work, messing this building up. But it turns out it was the community at the church. Whenever this was years ago, they got a lift and they were just applying, they were blasting the hell out of the side of this building. I don't know if it's even showing up, but you guys could see. Let me pause and zoom in. Do y'all see that? Do you see these lines and Zorro marks? This is where someone came in, you know, and they didn't know no better. The people at this church, they were just trying to clean the building, but inadvertently, with pressure, they removed the oxidation, and that's what these Zorro marks are. It's all over this side of the building. In different parts of the building, it's a little bit more visible whenever the sun's out, you know, and it's not overcast. The building's a little damp right now because it's early morning, but whenever the building's completely dry and if the sun's out, you could see it a lot worse. But we're not gonna be fixing this today, guys, with us washing the building. That's not gonna correct this issue. So if you have Zorro marks on your building, or on your house and stuff like that, whenever you get it soft wash, it's not gonna correct that. You need to either do an oxidation removal or just repaint your building. But not that big of a job, guys. I got the truck pulled up on the other side. I got permission to be in the grass. I could have added more length to my hose, guys, but whenever you add more length to your hose, the strength of your bleach, if you're downstreaming, is gonna go down with the more hose that you add. So I put the truck on the opposite side of the building. I'm about to start pulling hose around. After I tape off everything, we're gonna get to spraying, and I will show you the results after just downstreaming with sodium hypochlorite. That organic growth just melt right off. So about to get to it. All right, guys, you're gonna have to forgive me. For about 30 minutes I was washing, but I forgot to hit the record button. But I've already applied one coat to this side of the building. As you can see, I'm using an adjustable M5 twist nozzle, which allows you to go from like a 0 degree to a fan tip. You can see I'm using a fan right here, and I've already applied chemical to most of the building as well as the gutters. I'm just hitting some troublesome spots. You could see that the metal siding has those ribs that stick out about every 8 to 10 inches. So kind of similar to washing a Spanish tile roof, where you have to hit it from different angles to ensure that you're getting complete coverage. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm just moving my way back down the building, hitting it from the different angle. It's a little bit misleading. It looks like I'm very close to the building here, but I'm about 10 to 15 feet away from the building, and I'm just applying my chemical. After about 5 to 8 minutes dwell time, everything was super clean. So I'm gonna slowly start working my way down the building. After you rinse off the gutters up there, it's really easy. I switch back to my fan pattern, and I start at the top and slowly work my way down the building and rinse this building very good. You can see how far away from the building I am. That way we're not risking removing any oxidation like the last people. So I cannot stress to you guys how important it is to rinse. You might have to rinse twice, because we don't want to exacerbate that problem that we have with this oxidized siding. So getting everything cleaned up, we're gonna get everything rinsed down, and we're gonna keep it moving. All right, guys, we just finished up with this metal building here, this beautiful church. Got them all cleaned up, guys. Everything was at low pressure like we talked about. Let me look at the clock real quick. With the property protection, washing the building and rinsing it, it took about 1 hour and 25 minutes, guys. So, and that's with fumbling around with the camera a little bit. If it was just me, grinding like I normally do, I probably could have done this building in an hour. So took 2 coats on the back. I looked at the footage from where I filmed earlier, and the footage does not do it justice. Like, the algae was a lot darker in person. It did take 2 coats, but everything melted off, guys. There are still the streaks from the oxidation removal like we talked about earlier that won't be corrected with just washing the building, guys. So got them done. Let me flip this camera around. So just walked around, pulled all my tape off and everything, just trying to make sure everything is left as I found it. So closing gates, taking all the tape off. There's bird droppings too on a lot of spots on the building, guys. I get this question all the time on the YouTube channel. What chemical do you use for bird dropping, guys? Y'all know that's organic, right? Bird droppings, bird crap is organic, so SH will melt it off like butter, guys. You just have to be patient. Don't get impatient trying to get to the next job and then turn it to like a 0 degree tip to take that bird crap off of the building, because you will stripe it up. But you can see back here, it is crystal clean. And this is back where the thick of it was, guys. So everything is clean. Gutters cleaned up very nicely. So easy job. All right, that's a wrap. Got Medusa all rolled up. We're ready to go to the next job. Got 2 more jobs today. I talked to the pastor whenever I finished up, and this church cleaning is gonna be for free. So this one is on the house. I'm a man of God, a man of faith, and it's the least I can do God's been blessing me with my business, and I've had a great week. I got a roof over my head, I got food on the table, and I have a family that supports me, so couldn't be happier. So this one's on the house. I'm gonna charge the next 2 people though, so I'm getting out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. If you're interested in training, guys, you know, a lot of my channel is just following my company growth, and you know, now I'm starting to do some stuff with chemicals and some equipment builds when I have time and stuff like that. But one of the things we do is introduction to exterior cleaning, and we talk about buildings like this, and we kind of talk about some of the things that we talked about in this video. If you're interested in that, unfortunately the classes are already sold out this spring. You know, as soon as I posted 3 or 4 dates, they were sold out. So next year we're going to do some really cool classes. We're going to have buildings bigger than this. We're going to wash a church that's like 3 stories, 4 stories in some points, do some stuff with a lift. So stay tuned into the channel, stay tuned into the website, www.unitedsoftwashnc.com, and get in one of those classes. If you're looking to get into the industry, there's a lot of bullshit information out there. There's a lot of people that honestly don't know what they're doing. They don't even have the right equipment. They don't even run full-time pressure washing companies. So if you want some official training in person, we'll be doing it next spring. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.